In this episode, I'm going to give you my personal reasons as a cosmetic formulator of why I don't like commercial hair care products, which I actually used myself for decades. What's wrong with commercial hair products? First of all, it contains ingredients like
alcohol denat, ethanol, acetic alcohol 40, propanol, isopropyl, and propyl alcohol.
They're usually found in commercial hair sprays and styling gels. The problem is that alcohol is very drying to hair, and continuous use strips moisture from your hair and scalp. Why would they even put it in hair care? Alcohol is a really good drying agent, and also it helps to absorb better different actives. So they add alcohol for its drying action, its absorption, and the spreading. But it's important to know that there are two types of alcohol, and one type is really bad. Then there are also good alcohols, and those type of alcohols are called fatty alcohols: cetyl alcohol, cetearyl alcohol, or stearyl alcohol. Those are actually very moisturizing, and they give this hydrating, this slippery feel to the products. Next one are sulfates: sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate, SLS. They are mostly synthetic, foamy, bubbly ingredients in commercial shampoos. They are powerful cleansers that strip away oils and dirt, as well as the moisture, leaving hair dry and dull. SLS, until not so long ago, was pretty much in all of the shampoos. The main reason why they add SLS in shampoos and in body washes is just because it creates this crazy foam that makes you feel clean afterwards, and usually it's something the consumer like. However, you can imagine that if it's so foamy and bubbly, it also strips away all the fats and sweat and everything with it. So it basically leaves skin bare, and that is not good. That is really drying for skin. So plant-based surfactants, they are much gentler on skin. They still create the foamy action, but they are not as stripping and not as aggressive as synthetic surfactants like SLS. The next one is salt, sodium chloride. It is usually added in shampoos with SLS to thicken the consistency. Like it wasn't already enough, salt dries out hair and scalp even more. SLS and salt kind of go together, and both of them are drying, so it's a no-no for your hair, especially if you have dry and damaged hair, or curly or coily hair, which is also dry just by nature. Synthetic fragrances and parabens are known hormone disruptors that can lead to autoimmune diseases, according to scientific studies in 2017 and 2018. Apart from that, these ingredients cause allergies and irritation. The fragrance terminology itself, the ones that they have to put on the label, it has certain legal side to it, because a lot of the times companies, they have some proprietary formulas for their scents. We don't know what they put in the fragrance, so that's why there's been a lot of studies that fragrances added to body care and hair care, that they are irritating, that they can cause allergies and sensitivities, and worse sometimes, they can be hormone disruptors and stuff like that. So when it comes to natural fragrances, it's better. In some labels you would see fragrance and then it would say organic or natural right next to it. So this one is better than just fragrance. When it comes to parabens, I know this is very debatable, and there are a lot of opinions on the internet. There are a lot of people that think a lot of different things. But I've been diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and also I'm going through an infertility journey. So I've read a lot of books, a lot of literature, a lot of scientific studies about that. And the thing is, there's one common theme that I come across, is that they're talking about the importance of getting rid of environmental toxins. and parabens is one important part of it. And lastly, silicones, dimethicone and cyclomethicone. Those are synthetic ingredients used in hair products to coat the hairs, tame the frizz, and add shine. These are good things, but silicones can also build up on hair and scalp and need harsh shampoos to remove the residue. Let's not forget the environmental consequences. Silicones, unfortunately, are non-biodegradable and harm aquatic life. Regarding silicones, it's kind of like love and hate relationship. I used to love the feeling of, using this really good mask for hair, and then my hair feels so sleek and it dries so fast, and it's so silky, so smooth. But I didn't realize before that it was because of the silicones. And then there was one day that I realized that feeling is very temporary, and it's like I coat my hair with something that makes it shiny, but then inside the hair is dry, it's not nourished, it doesn't have enough moisture, and you just seal that dry hair with a silicone. So it's not really, repairing, it's not really fixing the problem, So if you have very dry hair, or if you have damaged hair, it's better to treat the hair from the inside with natural stuff, and then maybe when you hydrate and moisture the hair from the inside, then you can apply if you want the silicones. So at the end, those are some things that I personally avoid in my hair care. It's very rewarding to get these compliments and to know that I made them myself, and this is all natural, and all beneficial for my hair and for the environment. If you like this video, do the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I will be super happy to have you along for the future videos. Next, coming up, my series about zero waste hair care products that I use. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.